Well, every year in the U.S., more than 6 million lost, abandoned, and unwanted dogs and cats enter animal shelters. Here in Franklin County, they found homes for more than 2,000 unwanted puppies last year alone. So in today's Find a Friend segment, sponsored by Rascal Animal Hospital, we will address the issue of overpopulation with Kay Dixon, director for the Franklin County Dog Shelter and Adoption Center. So welcome back, Kay.
Well, thank you for having us.
All right, the cute little girl in your lap, who is she?
This is Sam, and she's 9 weeks old.
Oh,
She's very much still a puppy.
For sure.
Yes, she's got those puppy teeth coming in, but she also loves to give kisses too. Right now she wants to play.
So if somebody's looking to adopt a puppy, do they have to do different things? Should they bring in kids, bring in other animals to the shelter?
It's a great idea to do that, just so they know what they're getting into. Make sure they have time for a puppy. They obviously require a little more training, a little more patience. You need to probably have some crate or something while you're gone so that they have something to do and their anxiety is not tearing up your house.
That is a good option. Okay, so you're at the Franklin County Dog Shelter. If they want to adopt Sam, just contact you guys, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, let's talk about the last year, because you've had a lot of puppies land in your shelter, first of all. How many?
We had over 10,000 dogs enter our shelter last year alone.
And you found homes, though, for a significant amount. So let's talk about kind of what you went through the last year.
This last year, we have approached adoptions with the Welcome Adoption Approach, which is sponsored by the United States Humane Society. And what that does is, instead of getting an adoption application and telling people yes or no, you can't adopt this dog, it requires more of a conversation, more to find out what's the best fit for the dog and your family, some education involved, and we just spend more time doing that. And also everything that leaves our shelter is spayed or neutered, microchipped, vaccinated. So it's in pretty good, you have a really good head start with the animal when you leave.
And the issue of overpopulation in pets, where does that stand in Franklin County?
It's still a problem. With 10,000 animals coming in, it's a problem. And we have puppies, litters of puppies that come in on a daily basis. So I think spay and neutering is still something that we need to focus on as a community. There could be some other ideas out there on how to get a control of this issue so that we don't have those life and death decisions that we are faced with making.
And is that probably the biggest issue, is just the common, I mean, it seems so common now, right, to spay or neuter your pet, but is that the biggest issue leading to these big litters of puppies and kitties?
Absolutely, yes. If you have one male stray dog, they could essentially go out there and reproduce hundreds of puppies being at large for 2 days.
Wow.
Depending on how many, females are in heat in the area and how long the dog's been running. And the larger the breed, the more puppies that dog is going to have.
Right.
So when people, they don't understand when their dog's at large, why that's very important to us, especially if the dog was not neutered or not spayed, because it could be procreating and you don't even know it.
And you don't even realize it.
Right.
So you offer as well through the shelter kind of like training for people who adopt as well, which I think is really important.
It's very important. We are trying to enforce that bonding, because we know that once somebody has bonded with their pet, whether that's through training, even a little difficult puppy, the more time you spend training, the more you're going to bond, and less likely are you going to move to that area that won't accept dogs.
Right.
It just will be unheard of because you've now bonded with this new family member versus, not spending the time with them and not having that connection. It seems to be a little easier than to just give up.
And the more you probably get back from them too when you have that bond, right? I mean,
yeah, absolutely. I have actually gone to some of our training to where they've brought in dogs that they've adopted stating, yeah, I just can't, they won't pay attention to me. They're running around the house. They have a lot of anxiety. Go back after they've come just even 2 weeks. And they're like, I wouldn't give this dog up for the world. So it's not just about training the dog, but it's about training the new owner too on how to communicate with the dog, because lots of times they just don't understand you.
Right, exactly. Kay, you're doing a town hall coming up, so tell us a little about that, because the public's welcome to attend.
I would love it if the public would attend. Saturday at 3 o'clock at the shelter, we are doing a town hall over pet population. The shelter's been collecting donations for free spay and neuter programs, low-cost spay and neuter programs for several years. And what I'd like to do is get some input from the community. The community members are the ones that have contributed to this fund. So how would you like to see it best used? What are our numbers? Somebody out there may have ideas that we haven't considered. And so it's not pet overpopulation is not a shelter problem, it's a community problem.
Okay.
And I really want the community involved with some of the decision making on what is the best thing for this community.
All right, Kay, and they can do that at the town hall. They can also come and check out all the dogs and cats that you have up there, as well as Sam.
Yes.
So thank you for being here.
Yes.